Meanwhile, President Trump will announce the next nominee to the Supreme Court tonight at the White House. Mr. Trump said yesterday he is still looking at a group of finalists.
You know, let's say it's the four people, and they're excellent. Everyone, you can't go wrong. But I'm getting very close to making a final decision.
Sources tell CBS News the four contenders are federal appeals court judges Amy Coney Barrett, Raymond Kethledge, Brett Kavanaugh, and Thomas Hardiman. Jan Crawford is at the Supreme Court. Jan, good morning.
Well, good morning, John. So, in this group of four, we've seen these contenders kind of rise and fall again. But, from the beginning, one of those names has been at or near the top, and that's Judge Brett Kavanaugh. He's kind of got all the boxes checked. He's got those elite legal credentials that the president says he wants. Yale College, Yale Law School. He clerked for Justice Kennedy. And he's someone who's seen as he'd be a real intellectual heavyweight on the Supreme Court. But he's very experienced, and that, weirdly enough, is a knock against him. He's written more than 300 opinions. He worked in the Bush White House. He worked for independent counsel Ken Starr. So Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has flagged that his confirmation might take a little while longer because he's got a record. And that's kind of kept him from kind of sealing the deal and left an opening for some of these other contenders, like Judge Thomas Hardiman. The president really likes his personal story. He would bring diversity to the court. He's kind of the first, he'd be the first justice who's outside the Ivy League. He went to Notre Dame, Georgetown Law School. First person in his family who went to college. He actually helped pay for it by driving a taxi. So he's a really interesting choice from Pennsylvania. The other two kind of now we think maybe have fallen a little bit off the list, Raymond Kethledge and Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Kethledge, there's some concern that he might drift to the left a little bit. He's unproven, which some of these Republican nominees have done once they've gotten up on the Supreme Court. And then Judge Barrett, the president is very enamored with her personal story. She'd be the first conservative woman on the Supreme Court, but he's thinking maybe she would be the pick for the next time. She's 46 years old. He's got plenty of time, he thinks, to get another pick. So that's kind of where we are right now.
All right, Jan Crawford for us at the Supreme Court, a little more than 14 hours till we get a decision. CBS News will bring you a special report when President Trump announces his nominee for the Supreme Court tonight. Jeff Glor will anchor from Washington. You can see it at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, right here on CBS.